This is Hot Takes with Nick and Justin, and episode 4, I think.
Yeah,
And
good
we're
4 or 5.
gonna be going over the Sunday games, the Thursday game. Did we go over the Thursday game?
No, cause I don't think we just didn't talk about it.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the Thursday game. First.
It was close for a little bit
Yeah.
until Debo called. I think Debo called that touchdown. Then it kind of.
And then it just kind of ran away.
Well, no, cause it was it 20? It was 20-12. It was 20. It was 17-12, and then they punted. The Giants did, and then that's when the game kind of just ended for them.
Hmm.
Just field goal, I think touchdown.
And then McCaffrey is just incredible.
He's so good.
Like I don't. It's
Like,
just crazy to me.
You don't expect him to break that many tackles. I feel like.
And did you see like the one part where he like hyperextended his knee, but he was just perfectly fine?
Oh yeah,
Like
guy's a freak.
it's insane. Debo Samuel looked pretty amazing.
He forced. I saw a stat. It was like no other receiver has like forced like 5 missed tackles. He forced 6. Yes, on that game. Which, well, that's Debo's game. He's gonna catch it, and he's gonna break a couple tackles and then go up the field for another 10-15.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
He's usually not more of like a long route guy.
He's
but
more of a catch it, break tackles, go.
Yeah.
And then well, Brock Purdy played great.
He's good.
He's so good. I mean, they didn't have Ayuk, and then Ronnie Bell comes up and just touchdown, special teams tackle. He played good. Elijah Mitchell had a good run, and George Kittle with the celebration, thinking he was a DB. That was cool to see. The Giants, their offense is so bad without Saquon. It's not good.
I think either way with Saquon, it's not good.
Well,
It's not even.
yeah, you
Saquon's
get that,
fault.
but like, man, Saquon just makes that offense just go. I mean, you expect to have Waller and like to get better, but they need Saquon back. But he's not gonna be there probably for the next 1 or 2 games
Probably 2 games in my opinion.
for ankle sprain that he has.
Let's move to the Sunday night games.
Yeah, that was really it
Or
though, for that
Sunday
game.
games.
See, I was in Washington.
Yeah,
You did see it.
I saw.
Bills by a billion. Kept saying that.
All right, let's start off with who was the first Sunday game? Like, who was the 1:00 games?
It was Dolphins game.
Yeah, we'll give them their own segment because that game was crazy. Chiefs Bears.
No, that was a 4 o'clock game. The 1 o'clock games were Chargers, Vikings, Texans, Texans, Jags, Packers, Saints, Lions, Falcons, Patriots, Jets, Colts, Ravens, Bills, Commanders, Titans, Browns.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever the 49ers. All right, Falcons Lions. Jared Goff looked pretty solid.
Yeah, there was, from what I saw, like what I was just like looking at, like nothing really happened for the foul. Like people saying, because I saw a clip Desmond Ritter missed Kyle Pitts down the middle of the field in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But all I saw was like that offense just could not go against that Lions defense.
Yeah. Chargers Vikings. I mean, that was just the offensive game. Everyone kind of expected that. To be honest.
But not. Justin Herbert had probably his best game of the year. 40 for 47. I think he threw for 400 yards.
Like completing 40 passes in general is just.
And being accurate too and efficient. 405 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. The running game though has to get better with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, without Austin Eckler, they can't do a thing. But Keenan Allen has been very good this year. Not good.
Keenan
He's
with
been
the
great.
49-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, Keenan Allen's been great this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got over like 3. He's almost got 400 yards, and he's got over like almost 30. He's got over 30 receptions already.
He just can't get injured.
He's so good.
Yeah. The Vikings.
Kirk Cousins, that final play on 4th down, they throw to Hawkinson. He gets a first down, but they take so much time off the clock.
Yeah. Did you see the Jefferson go down with cramps?
No, because I was in the car listening to the radio during that game.
Uh.
But all I heard was the final play was the Vikings radio. The Vikings radio announcers are the best in football. They are so funny. But all I heard was the fourth down play, and the pick that he threw.
Mhm.
which I saw the pick. I don't know why he was thinking of throwing that. It was just a bad decision, and they wasted too much time. But this could mean the Vikings might trade Kirk Cousins.
Jefferson. Jefferson doesn't even.
I don't think Jefferson's gonna get traded.
Well, this is his last year.
Is it?
I think so.
No, because
They were talking about it.
No, because it's not his fifth. I think they picked up his fifth-year option, so he's still got technically one more year on the deal. Because he's inside his extension. I don't think.
Let me see. His contract. Yeah, his contract goes to next year, I think.
Yeah. So they picked up his fifth-year option, so technically he's still got one more year.
But he was saying that he just wants to play football. He doesn't even care. Because they interviewed him about it.
I think the problem with that team is
Their defense isn't good. First of all,
the defense is not good, but they keep fumbling the football. Do you see how many? I think they've lost 9 fumbles this year already. I mean, they're averaging 3 fumbles per game. I don't think that's how you win football games.
Was it Cortland Sutton that fumbled twice?
That's with the Broncos.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he fumbled a drag route, and then he fumbled a ball where he was running up the field.
Because I feel like there's been a lot more fumbles this year.
There has. It's been a lot of QB exchanges, too, that's been going, bad.
All right, well, let's move on to the next game.
You want to go to Jags Texans? That's a 1 o'clock game.
Well, let's go to the Saints Packers first, and I'll get back.
Yeah.
Saints Packers was an amazing game. I watched that all the way through. It was a really fun game.
I think if Derek Carr doesn't get hurt,
They probably.
the Saints win that game.
I think the Saints could have won, but by a very small, maybe a field goal.
All they had to do was hit a field goal, but their rookie kicker missed.
Yeah, that was
But props to Jordan Love, man.
crazy.
Did he run for it? He ran for a touchdown.
Yeah, he ran in because
And then
he's just the heart of that offense. There is
without Aaron Jones, that offense is not the same. But once they get Aaron Jones back, I think they're so clicking.
Jordan Love was actually carrying his team.
He made the plays, man. That defense made the stops, and then he made the plays. I mean, that ball to Jaden Reed on to set up the touchdown. I mean, you talk about accuracy on that thing. In stride, hits him right in the hands. Looked like Rodgers a little bit with the release, how fast.
I was not expecting Jordan Love to be this good. I'll be honest.
I mean, he's got 8 total touchdowns to 1 interception.
Yeah, all right, well.
And the offensive line protected him too.
Yeah, I don't. The
Without
Packers team has been
Bakhtiari.
surprising me. Texans, Jags though.
C.J. Stroud is so good at football.
He looked pretty good, surprisingly.
He might be after Bijan's game that he had 50 total yards. Bijan had.
I think he had, or was it?
He had 33 rushing yards, 27.
20,
receiving.
yeah, receiving.
I think C.J. Stroud is now the favorite. Because Anthony Richardson would have been if he didn't get hurt.
He getting hurt, yeah.
But C.J. Stroud, man, him and Tank Dell have some kind of connection.
Tank Dell's pretty good. I kind of like
He's
Tank Dell.
shifty, man. That guy. He caught multiple deep balls.
We'll talk about the Dolphins, but a guy who's shifty is Ashon. The running back.
The running back, A-Chain.
A-Chain. That's why I keep thinking there's an
Devon
S.
A-Chain.
Yeah, he is one of the shiftiest players I've ever seen.
And he's tough, it looked like. He bouncing off people. But also, he's very fast.
Yeah, but a lot of high-scoring games. Texans
It was.
scored 37 points.
When they showed because at the game they had the big screen and they were showing it, I just looked at my dad. I was like, it's 56 to something with the Dolphins. I mean, Tua threw 1 touchdown over 10 yards. The other touchdowns he threw was behind the line of scrimmage. And they just went for touchdowns. I mean, that team is tough. They bounce off people. They're fast.
The only thing I'm worried about of that team, 1, Tua getting hurt, 2, their defense. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Because I think their offense can hold their
They
own.
really played the one time they played a competent offense, they got shelled. They got put up 34.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to.
They're gonna see what we're gonna see what their defense is against Buffalo, and we're gonna see what the Bills' defense is too against the Dolphins' offense too. Because that game, the best defense, I believe, against the best offense, which I think is a little disrespectful to the Dolphins calling them just the best. They might have one of the greatest 3-game stretches ever.
Do we? So yeah.
You wanna go Colts Ravens?
Well, let's talk. I want to talk a little bit more about the Dolphins and the Broncos.
All right.
726 total yards. That is like not like that's just like that looked like a college game to me. And I wish more.
Yeah, that looked like a Oregon against Portland State.
I wish there was more games like this to where it was just blowouts. Like,
But I don't think it would make it the NFL fun then. I think that would just because like you need these close games. The close games are the best games.
no, sorry, not close. I want high scoring games.
Yeah, high
games-
scoring.
high scoring are the best. Like, I remember the Rams Chiefs, that classic game.
Oh yeah, that was like 54-51, but that was like
That was
close.
such a good game, but it was high scoring. Like, I love those kind of games.
I mean, Tua only had to throw the ball 26 times and he had 300 yards.
Tua is just so good. Like, I don't know.
He's accurate and he just anticipates what's gonna happen. But also, that offense they run just gets everybody wide open on that team. It's insane. Like Tyreek Hill in the first quarter should not be that wide open for a touchdown. He should not. But teams just don't know how to play that team. I hope Bills are able to figure a way because when they played a competent defense like the Patriots,
Yeah.
they put up 24 points. Like you can slow this offense down. It's not. But it's gonna be. But you cannot let Raheem Mostert and just these running backs kill you, man. And they're getting Jalen Waddle back.
If A-Chain is that good, and that wasn't just like a one-hit wonder game, that is going to be trouble for defense. Because you got Mostert being receiving back. And
Jeff Wilson's coming back.
oh, really? I forgot he was on the... Like,
He's in the IR.
I wonder what they're going to do with him, though.
Jeff Wilson's the receiving back. Mostert's probably the.
Yeah, but Mostert kind of like...
Mahomes the every down, like the
He
the
can do
main
everything.
back. In the A chain, you put him in like guys are tired, like a 1st and 10, like screener run pass.
Yeah, like that like combination and just having Barrios was pretty good. Tyreek Hill's pretty good, obviously.
Tyreek Hill is very good.
Sorry,
Great,
yeah,
not
very,
great. He's the best, one of the top 3 receivers in the league.
if not the best.
Jalen Waddle, top 15. He's top half of the league.
Yeah.
Like he would be a number 1 for at least 16 teams.
He could be a wide receiver one for most
More than
teams.
half the teams.
Let's go over to the.
Robbie Chosen Anderson's a good addition.
I also just wanted to touch on the Broncos. I feel horrible for Russell Wilson. That
I
guy,
don't.
that guy has zero help, and it sucks
It's
for him.
his fault, man. He wanted out of the great situation in Seattle, and this is what happens, man.
That's true.
He wanted out of that situation, and thank goodness the Seahawks did not trade that pick, the Broncos picks, because they still have this year. I think they have next year first-round picks.
Mhm.
They might get Caleb Williams. I think I'm gonna switch up.
I think like Wilson and Marvin Mims, like.
I like Marvin Mims.
Yeah, his
He
like,
returned a
they're-
kick return for a touchdown.
Yeah, they're like their connection's really good. I'm not even gonna lie. And then, like, it's not even the Broncos played bad. It's just
Oh, they played horrendous.
sorry, their defense.
Their defense was horrendous.
And then the fumbles was horrible. Their defense was horrible. Like they
they
didn't even
gave
try.
up. They gave up. That was pathetic to see.
It was just horrible. I've never seen a defense
Just give up like
just
that.
give up. Like they actually just gave up.
Like it was 14-7, and then they just stopped playing.
It looked like they were. I don't know what happened. Like I don't know if it was the sun that drained them, but it was horrible.
Yeah, the trade Seattle.
Yeah, I want to hear
Russell.
the full trade.
It was Drew Lock. This was going to
Seattle.
Seattle. Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, 2 first-round picks, the 9 overall pick last year, and the 2023. So they did not.
That
So
is
they
actually
don't
just a
get,
steal.
they don't get the 2024 first-round pick. Actually, they only got this year. They got 2 years ago and last year. Because 2 years ago they got Charles Cross. This past year they got Devin Witherspoon. 2 seconds. Number 40 2 years ago, and then 23rd last year. And a 22 5th-round pick to Seahawks for Wilson and a 20, and the Broncos got Russell Wilson and a 2022 4th-round pick.
Yeah, I think that's a steal for Seahawks.
And they got 2 top 10 picks.
Because now they have Geno, and he's clearly proven to be
What game you want to go to now?
pretty
1
decent.
o'clock.
Titans and Browns.
That can't. The ref made a terrible call.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch a single moment of that game.
The ref made a terrible call. Amari Cooper never stepped out of bounds, and they called him out.
I saw that on Instagram, but I didn't like watch the video. Like I saw the caption.
It was kind of funny how he just stopped. He just stopped running, and then he just started running again.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
But I didn't watch much of that game either.
I mean, the Browns were clearly showed dominance though because they beat them by a lot.
You want to talk Colts Ravens?
Wait, I want to see this. Amari Cooper gets ruled out of bounds when clearly wasn't. Was it that bad?
Yeah, it was that bad.
I mean, they won, so.
Yeah. Deshaun Watson played well though. He made some great throws on the sideline.
Deshaun Watson's probably the most confusing quarterback I've ever seen.
Because he can play so bad, but then he can make throws down the sideline.
Like he can make like on the run throws that are just incredible.
He made a throw that Amari Cooper. Yeah. That throw to Amari Cooper was very nasty. Just on the.
See, and the thing is about Amari Cooper is I feel like he would know if he went out because he's been playing for so long.
Yeah, and then he never stepped out. There's a replay.
Oh
never,
my God, he wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And then he just stopped running.
And then he just starts running again.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. That's horrible.
Let's go to Colts Ravens. That was another 1 o'clock game.
I did not watch that game either.
It was the Matt Gay show. 3 or 4 50-yard field goals he hit. He hit 5 field goals, but also it was Gardner Minshew and Zach Moss. What a game for Zach.
122 yards.
And 23 receiving yards. Zach Moss for Buffalo Bill. I just don't think it worked out because the offensive line was not that great here in Buffalo. But him finally getting an opportunity to shine is very good. It's heartwarming. Guy deserves it. Just worked his butt off. And he's a good running back, man. He just never got the. He got hurt his rookie year, week 2, and he was never the same. But I'm glad he's playing very great.
Oh, Tucker missed a field goal.
Yeah, he missed to end the game. Who would have won? But
because I was wondering how they had 19 points. I was like, "There's Tucker usually does miss."
Yeah, he missed a 50-something yarder with 4 seconds left
okay.
in the fourth quarter to win them the game.
And then, do you want to touch on the Bills
Touch on
game?
the Bills game? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? On the defense for the Bills is so good. I think they're the best defense in the league. I mean, 9 sacks and Von Miller's not even back yet. I just want to. So you know Truman Edmonds,
Yeah.
the star linebacker for the Bears.
Yeah.
Used to be Buffalo Bill.
He used to be, yeah. I remember he talked about that.
Everybody thought, including me, that middle linebacker would be a little bit of a problem because of the offseason. Terrell Bernard has shut up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 games, he's led the team in tackles, all 3 games. He has 2 sacks, which he did yesterday, 2 interceptions back-to-back games, a fumble recovery, 2 tackles for loss, and a QB hit. He had the best game by a linebacker I've seen wear a Buffalo Bills jersey in my life. I've never seen a guy.
Was it just like one of those games where he's just all over the place and he was just
Dude,
doing everything?
He was doing everything. Getting after Sam Howell. I mean, made a key coverage stop on 4th and goal. Drops back and has a incredible interception on 3rd and 19, which if that ball goes over his head, it's a first down. I mean, picking up an Antonio Gibson fumble right after the Bills can't convert on 4th and 1. And then, like, Leonard Floyd has been a prayer that has been answered for the Bills team. I mean, you talk about a team with no Von Miller, has 9 sacks. I get the Washington Commanders' offensive line is horrific, but it was just so nice to see everybody getting a sack. AJ Epinesa might have to play the game though. Did you see that pick 6?
I did.
You did? I mean, jumps up, stiff arm Sam Howell. I couldn't believe it. James Cook is running the ball effectively for 98 yards.
I'm surprised about him. I did not think he was going to be that good.
There was always potential in him because he's fast. He's the fastest running back the Bills have had since like Sean McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 7 years ago.
And that was old LaShawn McCoy.
That was late 20s, early 30s. And then I mean, it was just so nice to see. I wish they get Dalton Kincaid more often, but I mean, Diggs had 111 yards. I said to my dad, I didn't think Josh was going to have a big game. He didn't. 218, one touchdown, one pick, and a rushing touchdown. But I love what the Bills are doing right now. But it will be a big test for this week
For
coming
the
up.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
That's gonna be the game. Is that the game of the week?
Oh, it's got to be. It's on CBS. It's on one. It's a 1 o'clock game, which
Yeah.
stinks.
All right, Patriots Jets.
I don't think the Jets players like each other.
That team is
Michael Carter yelling at the coach, at the running back or offense, whatever coach it was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Garrett Wilson, Zach Wilson going at it. Supposedly, Mac Jones hit Sauce Gardner in the private.
Yeah, I saw that. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson is just not the guy.
Oh, he's horrific. I don't know how the Bills lost to him, but they did. They lost to him.
Well,
I don't know how the Bills lost to that team. I still don't know.
isn't it? But aren't the Bills and the Jets like always close in game?
They're always close.
Yeah.
It's a division game.
Yeah.
But if Josh just gets activated against the Jets, the Bills will win that game. But he didn't, and that's how the ball goes. But I gotta believe that the Jets are calling the Vikings phone right now for Kirk Cousins. We'll give you something for Kirk Cousins, man. I mean, Breece Hall has been non-existent the past 2 weeks.
I don't know why. He's their like he is the guy. He's their running back. But they decided to give it to Dalvin Cook. And
I mean,
don't.
he had 111 rushing yards on 2 attempts last
Exactly.
couple weeks.
Like it doesn't make any.
And then
It really doesn't make any sense to me.
James Cook out rushes him the next week. Same rounds.
It's so irritating, especially because of my fantasy team. It's so irritating to watch a running back that you know is the better one get less carries.
Breece Hall, 12 for 18, 1.5 yards per carry.
That's not good at all.
One catch for 9 yards. I mean, is Tyler? I thought C.J. Uzomah was their starting tight end. I think Tyler Conklin might just be the better guy. Garrett Wilson, 5 for 48. The defense at least was held them in the game, but that's a bad team right there.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised if something happens with Robert Saleh by the end of the year. But let's go to 4 o'clock games.
Panthers, Seahawks.
Adam Thielen had a day.
Yeah, I mean,
Danny Dalton was a little.
I feel like-
was slinging that ball.
I know he kind of has something left in the tank. I mean, seeing DJ Chark come back, it kind of just like he could be an important piece.
He could be. I mean, that's what they signed. Miles Sanders
For-
just gets going a little bit.
4 for 86, and then Thielen 11 for 145. I mean, Chark was averaging 21.5 yards per attempt or
That's
per
very
catch.
good. That's very
Like
good.
that's really good.
Yeah.
That's like Justin Jefferson,
Alright.
basically.
Uh,
The Seahawks just played better though.
Is it Kenneth Murray or is it
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker? That's why.
Yeah.
He had a great game. Zach Charbonnet had a beast mode type run, just throwing some guy out of bounds. DK had a good game. Kenneth Murray was really probably the best player on the field.
Walker.
Walker. I keep messing it up now. 'Cause I searched Kenneth Murray on TikTok. I was like, oh, that's gonna be Kenneth Walker, and it was not Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I think Kenneth Walker is definitely the best player in that game, and then DK was right behind him.
Yeah, Gino was Gino. 23 for 36.
I mean, I'm just so like surprised how well he's been doing. Like, I don't. What do you think it was that just like?
I think it was just getting a chance this time. I think he worked his butt off the last off season. Knew he had a battle for Drew Lock, and then he won it. And then I think just the team believed in him. I mean, you could tell from the first week, man. They believed in this guy, and he's showing it, man. I'm proud of Gino. I mean, from usually quarterback. Usually you would retire if you sat behind. If you get picked so high, second round. You're the best quarterback in the draft. You go second round. You get punched in the jaw. You break your jaw, and all this stuff happens. But he kept going. Now he gets paid, and he's still playing. I want to say the Cardinals won for last.
We'll do the Chiefs Bears.
Yeah, it's the Bears.
Justin Fields is just
The Bears team is awful.
their whole like they need to. If I've ever said a rebuild needs to happen more, like it
Oh, they
needs to
need to-
happen. Like
they
they
need
need
to
to
trade
rebuild.
Uh,
I think getting DJ Moore, as good as he is, I think it was a mistake for them. It's just a waste of money because it's just wasted talent. Because they have Justin Fields and they have a horrible O line. I don't think they should have gotten DJ Moore. I think they should have. I think they should focus more on O line.
Yeah, I just think what team has had a worse week than them? I mean, your defensive coordinator gets fired, resigns because of inappropriate activity. Good thing it was not criminal. Thing, well, not a good thing, but at least he didn't do something that was criminal and goes to jail.
Yeah,
But still, he can't be doing that in a facility.
it's just, it's really just.
It's bad. They what's it? Justin Fields talks bad about the coaches. Then you got what's his face? Justin Fields going back and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Mhm.
They got the other stuff gets stolen. The 100,000 stuff gets stolen. They get blown out.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, clearly they're probably the worst team in the NFL.
How much longer does the coach have Matt Eberflus? How much longer you give him?
Who the coach? How
Yeah.
much longer?
Yeah, how many games longer? Couple, 3. I give him at least till the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think probably 2 or 3 games. I mean,
If they don't win a game, who they got?
if they don't win a game, he's done.
So they got the Broncos next week.
That could be a close game.
They got Commanders on Thursday Night Football. I think he's got these next 2 games. And they got the Vikings too. He's got 3 games to win a game against 2 0-3 teams and one team that
That makes his case worse if he loses.
he's got at least win 2 of these games, man. You got at least beat, and they got the Raiders too. The following, they got the Chargers, and they got the Saints, Bears, Panthers in the next. I mean, they got it. And my goodness, what is this schedule?
Yeah, they are actually the worst. Like they're not good. But we'll save Cardinals for last. Let's go Steelers Raiders.
Yeah. Jimmy G was not good. Josh McDaniels, the dumbest thing ever, of kicking it and not going for the touchdown.
I don't know. Like Jimmy G just needs to like stop playing or something because he's definitely not my favorite quarterback. That's for sure.
I mean, it's not good for the Raiders, man. It's just they don't got enough, man. They got Jacoby. I like Jacoby Myers. I love Devontae Adams. I like Hunter Renfrow. I like Michael Mayer. I like Austin Hooper. I like Josh Jacobs.
I don't know what happened to Josh Jacobs, man. I
think it's just because he just was not there. They gotta get the thing rolling again. But it's like you got these great skill positions. You have a great right tackle in Miller. You have I don't know about the rest of the offensive line, but yeah, it's something there.
Yeah.
And you had Derek Carr last year, and you blamed it on the guy, and look what happened.
And then you gave him away.
You gave him away,
And now
he should be 3-0 if he does not get hurt. And you were 1-2, but Kenny Pickett threw a nice ball. Calvin Austin threw a nice ball, but it was really just it was the defense though for the Vikings, not Vikings, the Steelers. Levi Wallace with 2 picks, and then Pat P with his first one, the Steeler.
I don't even know how he's like.
Still playing.
Yeah, like
He's still playing, man.
I got respect.
And let's go.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
That game was so fun to watch.
I call
Josh
the Cardinals. Oh, yeah, keep going.
Josh Dobbs is he's just good. I mean,
I call the Cardinals the best 15-minute team ever. This time they put it all together for 60 minutes. I mean, they play hard for Jonathan Gannon, man.
yeah, they look like a team that just has heart. Like they don't want to give up. It's pretty much the opposite of the Broncos because the Broncos just like giving up.
I
after
thought
7 points.
because of the comments Jonathan Gannon made, they were not going to play hard for this guy. They play hard, and they play good, man. What you can name how many players can you name on this team?
Not many, probably.
I can name Hollywood Brown, James Conner, Rondo Moore, Zach Ertz, Buda Baker, and Kaiser White, and David Collins.
I
That's it.
wouldn't have thought of Collins, but I think that's like the only.
Because he's
Oh,
the
Matt
first.
Prater.
Matt Prater. But it's a
It-
who's your second wide receiver?
Um,
Michael Williams, Michael Wilson. Well, Wande Barnes are so good.
Rondell Moore's probably their second.
Yeah, he's like,
He's
But-
fast.
and you can name Joshua Dobbs because they just traded for the guy. So it's what 9 players, 10 players, and man, do they play hard. But the Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't.
It sucks that Trevon Diggs goes right down because I think they win this game if he's there.
I don't think so.
It's so, but I just don't think Stephon Gilmore's the same guy. He
Oh,
was-
not at all. But I'm saying I don't think they win. Either
yeah,
way,
but
it's
Stephon
unacceptable.
Gilmore was built for that number 2 CB role
Mhm.
in Dallas.
Either way, it's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. You can't lose. Tony Pollard had a good game though.
He's gonna be good.
He's gonna be good.
He already is good. He's gonna be really good though.
But Dak Prescott continues to do it again. He does not win these games. And
Yeah,
their
the
their
Cowboys-
defense is not good either. They cannot get after Joshua Dobbs. That's surprising because Michael Parsons is going after Paris Johnson, first round pick of this past draft, and he was going against, like they just could not get past any offensive lineman. That's what surprised me, man. Like how are you able to get against the Jets and Giants offensive line, but you could not get past the Cardinals? I don't know. Joshua Dobbs is that guy though.
All right. Well, I think we should go over to college football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got 8 minutes left.
I mean that's enough time.
Yeah.
Oregon destroyed Colorado.
That wasn't. Yeah, that was tough to see.
Dion took it well, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Penn State destroyed Iowa.
and
Florida State came back. Came back and beat Clemson.
I think a team. I think a team that's like Washington could be pretty good. Like they're already pretty good,
Oh
but
my God, Michael Penix is so good. That man's
is
deep
it?
ball.
Do you think it's him or Caleb Williams that wins Heisman? Because it's probably gonna be one of them.
I think it's Caleb Williams gonna win it again. But Michael Penix is so good. 16 touchdown passes already.
That's not like he's averaging 4 touchdown passes
Yeah.
per game. Like it's just he's nuts.
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Ohio State's probably. They're definitely not. I don't think they're gonna win the championship, but they're probably gonna make playoffs.
They gotta beat Michigan. But Kyle McCord made some good throws. They got the run game going. That was fun to see.
I wanna touch on Alabama. Their defense is just so good.
That was their strength though coming in, right?
Yeah, their defense this year is unbelievable. It's just their offense. Their offense is just not there, but their defense just carries them.
Utah, UCLA was so snooze fest. Pick 6.
14-7. Like if you like when scrolling through these college games, like all the high scores, like it's just like it's so like all these games are probably so fun to watch.
Like I thought, like this week looked like it was gonna be the best college football week. There's a lot of blowouts.
It was
though.
pretty underwhelming.
There's a lot of blowouts.
Blowouts are
Like
not
Notre
great.
Dame, I think Notre Dame kind of kept it there.
Mhm.
Washington State is a very good team. I say they're gonna beat Wisconsin a couple weeks ago. They did, but they are fun to watch. And Cam Ward is a ball player.
Yeah.
As a QB. But this week, Friday night on FS1, Oregon State versus Utah. That's gonna be a good game.
I think
Kansas, Texas, 24th ranked Texas.
I was talking to my
Not
dad.
20,
Yeah, I was talking to my dad about Texas.
third
He
ranked.
said they're good. Like
"Oh yeah, good."
not because they beat Alabama. He said they have monster players. Like they're huge. Like their defense. He was saying this. They're just all tall and they're big.
Yeah,
They're
they're past, they're front. Yeah, I mean they got a good defense. They held up Baylor. They usually play down their opponents. And last week they actually like beat their opponent.
I hope if they make a playoff, that'd be cool.
They should make it. They gotta beat. They have 24th ranked Kansas, which now it becomes a big game.
Didn't they win?
No, they played Baylor last week.
Oh,
Then they play Oklahoma for the rivalry game. But they don't play. Kansas State's not ranked anymore. They gotta play BYU, which will be somewhat of a test. But they got these next 2 weeks are huge to
Mhm.
beat these two ranked. Because if you beat these two ranked teams,
Then it's just like a free.
then you gotta beat Houston, you gotta beat BYU. Kansas State's gonna be a tough one. TCU might be a tough one, but Iowa State, Texas Tech, you gotta take care of business here.
Yeah.
But I think they will. I think they're gonna go 6-0, and see what happens.
Yeah, I think I'll probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good podcast.
It was a good podcast.
So what, do you want to put in his predictions for tonight?
Today, I think Bucks win it.
I think it's gonna be a close game. I really
I
do.
think Bucks win it 28-25.
I think it's gonna be like that same score, but Eagles win.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
work. Go back to work.
I think it's gonna be a really close game. But and then who's the other one?
Bengals, Rams.
Rams.
Puka Nacua is questionable for today.
I think Rams still win. I think Kyle Williams has a great game. I'm gonna say
Stafford has a big game too.
24-7 Rams.
Wow, 24-7. I think we're looking at a
24-10.
I think we're looking at low scoring. I think we'll go 17-14 Rams.
All right.
Who's gonna have a big game? You said Kyle Williams.
I think Kyle Williams is gonna have an amazing game.
I think Tutu Atwell will have a big game. That's a little.
What about the Eagles game? Who do you think is gonna have a big game? I think Chris Godwin.
Mike Evans has a big game, but I'm not gonna go with Mike Evans. I'm gonna go with Rashad White. I think he's gonna have a big game. I think he's gonna have over 120 total yards. I think an Eagles guy got a big game. I think Jalen Carter time.
Jalen Carter time.
Without Ryan Jefferson.
First Monday night game. We'll see.
Yeah, second primetime game for that guy.
But yeah, this was Hot Takes with Nick and Justin. We'll be back next time.